Yo, 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 we just waiting on my man to get in here. What's going on? On air with King Flo, we waiting for Mr. Legacy to come into the room. Waiting for Mr. Legacy to come into the room. Join. What's going on with that? So,
What's going on? What's going on, yo?
hey, what's going on, brother?
What it is, y'all?
You made it into the room.
Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Welcome to 947 The Link.
Facts.
Well, before we get started, I like to have all of my guests plug themselves, let everybody know what they got going on and coming up.
Oh man, this is your boy Cedric Logan, aka CXL, actor, author, entertainer, musician, most important father. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stuff in the works, man. I just like collaborating with people, using my gift to bless people, entertain people, and just make a difference in this world. So thank y'all again for having me, and I look forward to working with each and every one of y'all. Y'all can find me right here, Logan Legacy, got 1988 on 94.7 The Link. With the #1 radio station in VA. So let's get it.
Appreciate the plug. What's next for Mr. Legacy?
I got a couple gigs that I'm acting in. I got a commercial shoot that I'm shooting Saturday. I'm working on my next album, Fifth. Finally, I found the heart. Basically being a full-time dad, man. Just one day at a time, using whatever gifts I have to try to bless someone else.
So hold on, you a full-time dad. You working on an album.
Yes.
You said something about a book, man.
Yeah. Yes, the Future Miracle of Yesterday in stores now. I got my brand, my logo, Successmakers ENT, because we all success makers. So success is within us,
Look at him. You seeing this black? That's excellence. That's black excellence right there.
Absolutely,
my brother. So how long you been working on your brand?
This is just something we recently started back in February. It was just something me and my girl was doing, and we just decided we started talking like, okay, so what does success mean to you? Okay, what does success mean? For me personally, it's not about how much money you make that makes you successful. It's about how much you're able to give away, how much you're able to help the next person that's coming up or that was in the very shoes that you was in when you was trying to get to where you at now. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the more people that you help, the more you get blessed. Like a cause and effect.
It's always better to give than to receive. Y'all remember that.
Exactly.
Message.
Sure.
So how long you been doing music?
I have doing my own music probably now for like 4 years, but I've had a love and a passion for music since I was like 4. I grew up in the church, so I've always sang in the choir, and me being a Leo, I've never really been afraid of the limelight. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when it's your time, you got to be ready. You got to stay ready. You got to stay prepared. And when it's your turn to bless somebody with your gifts, you can't be afraid to use it. Because if you don't use it, it can be taken away just as quickly. So I want to use any gift and ability that I have to try to not only better myself as a man, as a father, as a community leader, but try to use my gifts to inspire people that are in the same position or feel like they can't make it in life and just don't have a motivational figure to look up to. I want to be that motivational figure. You know, I'm not perfect, but I always believe in progression, not perfection. So I always try to be better than I was yesterday.
And that's
You
what
know,
it's about. It's definitely
yeah,
about progression. You don't want to be
absolutely.
stagnant in the same spot.
Yeah, that's the worst thing, man, to be stagnant and to not have purpose. I feel like if you once you have purpose, you know your reason why, nothing can stop you but your own will and desires.
It's
Because once you
purpose
know
that
what you're meant
drives.
to do, once you know what you meant to do, can't nothing stop you because you already know. It's like, what can you do if you knew you couldn't fail at what you were about to achieve?
Exactly.
You
And that's
know?
the good thing. What I was gonna say is about the things that you're doing. They're all God given gifts. Like you're not
Exactly.
doing anything that somebody else is training you to do from
Right.
somebody else's brain or off of somebody else's book. This is all labor from you, things that you know how to do yourself. Like all
Yeah.
I got might have to look on YouTube, get a few pointers here and there, but for the most part, this is what God gave you to use, and you using it to
Yeah.
the fullest. Hey,
Exactly.
can't nothing stop you when you do using God's gifts. They're His gifts. Like
Exactly. Hey, you gotta utilize your gifts in the present time. You
yeah,
know,
exactly. Like
the future ain't promised, so you gotta use your gift in the present. That's why they call it the present.
don't wait, cause like you said, he will snatch them gifts up away from you and let
Absolutely.
somebody else take that spot.
And I feel like one of the major forces, and I feel like what's really motivated me to be a better man is my daughter, Miracle. You know, me being a single full-time father, having full custody of my child, being a single father, it's not easy, but it's like the best feeling in the world. I wouldn't change it for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, before I had Miracle, I really didn't have no purpose. I was going through bad relationships and not really just knowing what my purpose is. What can I do to help people? And I've always had a thing about wanting to help people, but I felt like I didn't have no purpose. I didn't know what my identity was.
Right.
And then
You
when
know
Miracle
how to
came,
bring value to people.
exactly, because if you don't know what your value is, how can you add in and pour into somebody else's life if you don't even know what you have for yourself? So it's
Exactly.
like once Miracle came into the picture, it's like people don't understand how powerful a child can be into a person's life, especially a daughter with a father. That is a completely different ball game, you know, and it's an amazing feeling. And it's like every day I look at it, I was like, yo, I can't fail. She's my reason why, you know.
Right.
So if like that's honestly what the book that I wrote, The Future Miracle of Yesterday, that was actually a guide because I wanted to make sure that if something ever happened to me, if I was taken from her too soon, if God called me home too soon, I wanted her to have some lessons, some life lessons she could read and have to look back on and say, "Yo, this is what my father taught me to
The
help her
the
live a positive life."
the future miracles of yesterday. Tell me
Exactly.
about that name. That's so dope.
Yeah, basically how the book started, it was really supposed to be a bunch of poems that I wrote, you know, spoken words poems. But then it's like, because I never really liked writing. But then when she came in, I just started writing chapters. You know how you just be writing stuff here, writing stuff there. But then
Mhm.
when I put all the stuff together, it's like, look, I really have something. So what I did was I put events that we've done together so she can have something that she remembers her and her dad doing and equating that to a life lesson. And then in another chapter, I might have something that hasn't happened yet to give myself like a goal or something to aspire to do with my daughter. So she
Right.
can say, yo, this is something I'm going to do with my dad at one point in time. But everything connects. You know what I'm saying? I like one of the chapter is, you know what I'm saying, be careful what you put in your bucket. And I derivate that from a time when I heard somebody do this experiment where they have a bucket, right? And they put a whole bunch of ping pong balls in it, right? And then they asked the students, can anything else fit in there? And they said no. So he took some jelly beans, poured them in there, and it fit in there. She's like, okay, now can anything else fit in there? She's like, yeah, no. Then he poured sand. And it's like, this is your life. The ping pong balls represent your family, your spirituality, your integrity, all the things that you carry most to you. You know what I'm saying? The jelly beans represents work. It represents everyday life struggles. It represents all the things that we go through in a daily life. Sand, that's everything else. And what happens is people spend so much time filling their buckets with sand, all the miscellaneous stuff that don't really matter over time. And then when it comes time to put their family in there, or it comes time to put in work, they don't have no space for it. That's why I feel like people go crazy, because they become overwhelmed with everything else that really doesn't matter. But when you stay close to your source, me personally, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. So for me, it's like when you put God first, when you rocking with your family, when you got your goals, your integrity, your values, your morals, when you keep those close to you, everything else around it, it'll fit a lot better, because focus creates blindness. What you focus on, everything else around you becomes small. It's like you getting in a plane, right? When you look at the Empire State Building, just standing at the front door, and you looking up at how big it is, right? And you think it's just this big, gigantic building, right? But as soon as you get on the helicopter and you start going up, the higher you go, that focus, that building that was once so big and gigantic and massive, it actually becomes smaller and smaller. Mm-hmm. And I heard one of my pastors say, he's like, translation, the higher you get to God, the closer you get to God, the further your problems seem to be.
Right.
So that's kind of like where that whole chapter derived from, like making sure your focus is on the right thing. Because once you focus on the right thing, you can build your foundation. As opposed.
Facts, bro.
Yeah.
You speaking, you over here preaching right now, brother. You over here preaching.
Hey, I gotta use the gift.
What they want to know. He dropping jewels on y'all. I hope y'all listening. Listening. So, tell me a little bit about the album.
This album I'm working on now, Fifth, it was kind of like a catchy acronym I did. Finally, I found the heart. You know, it's like, because most people, what we don't have too much of today in this day and time is love. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's out for self, dog eat dog world. Nobody wants to collaborate. Everybody's out for their own. Like, let me get mine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I can get mine, then I'll help you. You know what I'm saying? But everybody wants to work with that celebrity that's already up there. Nobody wants to collaborate with the person that's coming up right alongside them, because they look at them as competition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when finally I found the heart, it's more of like, there's going to be some ballads in there, some love songs for the ladies, of course. You know, but I also want to focus more on unity. You know what I'm saying? And also reminding people that, you know, I'm not going nowhere. If I got a message, my voice is going to be heard, because at the end of the day, if it's meant for y'all to hear it, God will make a way for y'all to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And I want my message to reach people. I want it to bless people. And I want people to hear my music. And just like they think of Michael Jackson and how Michael Jackson's music is timeless, I want my music to have that kind of effect. I want people to be back 20 years from now, 30 years from now, listening to my music and like, okay, yeah, that's when music was music. I want, because remember, we always saying back in my day, see, when we hear a song back in the day, like Green Sweet Love Commodores or something like that, everybody has their period where they fell in love with music. And they always say, well, this is now this is real music right here. That's what I want people to say about my music 10 years, 20 years from now. I want it to be timeless. Just like anybody thinks of Christmas song, you know, people don't think it's Christmas time until they hear what? Silent Night by the Temptations. Silent Night by the Temptations is like the universal thing saying, okay, it's Christmas holiday. You know what I'm saying? I want Mariah Carey. Yeah, or Mariah Carey. I want people to hear my stuff and like, okay, they can relate to that. They can vibe to it, but they can also learn from it too, because I feel like in today's music, it's all about the beat. It's all about dancing and vibe, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. It's cool to dance. It's cool to jump, but what are you learning from it? Are you see
That.
like, when we was growing up, we had music with UNITY. You know what I'm saying? We talking about, love and happiness. You know what I'm saying? No, NWA, F the police. You know what I'm saying? Everything had a message to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want my music to represent. I want it to have a message behind every song that I do, so that people are learning and they having a good time and they vibing to the music. I feel
Exactly.
like that's what makes music music. You know what I'm saying? The message behind it. What are you conveying? What is your music doing to affect your community and the
Right.
world?
Is it fun? Is it aggressive?
Exactly.
Are you promoting the right message? What are you
Exactly.
talking about exactly?
Yeah. Yes.
Because I'm tired of listening. I'm tired of everybody talking about drilling this and drilling that. I'm
Yes.
getting
Sex,
tired of it.
sex sells. It is what it is in this society. Sex sells, and that's cool. But if I'm looking for longevity, not just temporary gratification.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I know five. I don't want 5 years. Give me 15 years. Give me
Yeah,
20.
you need 30. You know what I'm saying? I want to be one of them guys that has like a lifetime trailblazer award.
Right.
That's I don't really do it for the recognition or the money. I do it for the memories. You know what I'm saying? It's not so much about money for me, because I feel like I've done really everything I've set out to do in life. I've done up to this point. I've been to overseas to Iraq. I've been in the military. I've been married, divorced. Shoot, you name it, I've done it. Albums, books, been on TV. James Brown, Get On Up, Fatal Attraction, Tyler Perry. Like I've lived a very blessed life. So now it's about, okay, you've done what you want to do. How can you help other people by doing what you're doing now?
Right. How do I
So that's
cope with these skills?
because there's been times where I've worked for free just because I have a passion for acting. I have a passion for music. And sometimes I do it for free. Because like I said, it's not about the money, because the money gonna come regardless.
The money is going to come. Listen to the man. It is not about the money. Stop chasing that damn demon. Oh, stop chasing that demon. It is not about the money. Chase the dream.
Because if
Chase
you
the dream.
chasing the money, how's the money chasing you?
Right.
Y'all can't chase each other.
I better listen to this man. He talking to y'all. He talking.
Ah, man, yeah.
So Fifth, man, I'm still on that album name, man. Fifth. That is a brilliant acronym. Because first of all, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. If I think about Dave Chappelle for that episode every time I hear the word fifth. But that's pretty dope. Your creative mindset is great. Where do you go when you get into that mode?
Uh, for me, I just use I really base it off of life experiences. You know, I have a moment of clarity where I could just be with my daughter just watching TV, and then I'll see something on TV, and then I'll just start like, babe, what you think of that right there? And she'll tell me like, and I'll just come up with a lyric to it or something, just start from that. And I was like, okay, we're gonna write about this. Okay, and then there'll be a time where I'm by myself and I'm having, I don't want to say a depression moment, but it's a moment where, like when you feel, everybody has those moments. And it's like, it's at those points where I try to get by myself and I try to refocus. I try to meditate. And then in the process of my meditation, something of clarity or revelation will come to me, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can definitely use this because I feel like somebody else is going through this too. So let me write this down so I don't forget it. But I feel like it's mostly like life challenges and life events that get my creative juices flowing, for real.
Gotta keep those juices flowing.
Facts. Absolutely.
Yep. And it's kind of ironic that you get your creativeness from the things around you, because I go through a similar process. Like, I take the bus a lot.
Yeah.
And while I'm on the bus, that's what I get my best rhymes with,
Yeah.
honestly, on the bus. Anywhere else, it's like I can't focus. But I go get on that bus, and as long as my mind is in the right spot, those rhymes will start falling into place, and then it is on the pen and the paper.
Yeah, I feel like anything that has to do with grinding and overcoming something, that's where your best work is going to come from, because that's where you really have to force yourself to get into an uncomfortable position to overcome that adversity. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the strongest people come from the hardest situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember my dad said it like this. He said, bad times create strong men. Strong men create good times. But here's the kicker though. Good time create weak men, and weak men create bad times. So it can be a cycle if you're not careful. That's why I try to stay humble, but also hungry for the next adventure. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for any opportunity I get. I'm always gonna be thankful for the people I work with, that work around me, that get to know me. But at the same time, I'm hungry, man. I'm hungry for more, because at the end of the day, I know that I have a lot of more people to bless, and I have a lot more people to reach with my message. So I'm not gonna get complacent just because I get an award, or you know what I'm saying, a few people recognize me over here, or I get a few more Instagram followers. It's not about that. It's about the long-term goal of making sure everybody that I come in contact is blessed in some way, shape, or form, or fashion by my gifts.
Whether it be a song, whether it be reading a book, a post on Instagram, you know.
Yep. Like, matter of fact, tonight, me and my girl, we actually doing a book reading tonight. Millionaire Success Habits. We're gonna be going live at 9 o'clock, and we got done with the introduction on Tuesday, and now we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes. We starting chapter 1 tonight. We're gonna have a few guests on there, so y'all be on the lookout for that too. Like, we trying to stay busy.
This man is a true warrior. He is a true warrior. He got book readings. He got albums. He got books. This is a black man of power, y'all. Y'all look out for Logan Legacy.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Cause he doing big things. I'm pretty sure this ain't gonna be the only place you see him. You gonna see this man on your big screen, on your radio, somewhere real soon.
If you ain't careful, you probably already have, just don't know it yet, because I ain't made it big yet. But don't worry, you'll recognize your face again.
Probably walk past the set or two. Probably an extra commercial somewhere.
If y'all seen Fatal Attraction, the TV show, you see my face.
See, there it is. It's black excellence in the world, y'all. We coming for the thrones. We are coming for the thrones. Y'all believe
we
that?
already here. We got the thrones. We already kings.
All day. Tell me so. Something else I wanted to touch. You said you had the book. You said you had the album, the track that you sent me.
Yes, Fame.
Talk to me about that. I got a chance to listen to it. It was dope. I liked your Hawkeye bar. It's my favorite part of the song.
Oh man, Fame is basically, it's like when you get to a certain level, where you get a certain level of status, people seem to forget the struggle, and it be them same people that was holding you down before you got to this level. So I think for me, Fame is just a reminder. Like, yeah, y'all forgot about me already. Like, I gotta remind y'all who I am and what I'm here for. Like I still make music. I still make good music. Don't think because I act, I do books, I'm a father, I still make music over here. Like, and don't count me out, because when you count me out, that's when I'm at my best. So I think Fame is like, yeah.
Amen. Everybody, I think that's for everybody. Once a person starts to feel like people are counting them out, they second wind just comes out of nowhere. Like,
Absolutely.
don't ever count no black man out, cause it ain't the end.
Facts.
Come out swinging like we like cats with their backs against the wall.
Now swinging like pendulums.
You got anything else you trying to get off your chest while we up here?
Oh man. I guess the only thing I would say to the people watching this and the people who are watching on playback, don't give up. First and foremost, no matter what you're going through, you've already been through 100% of your worst days already. You still made it, and you were born a winner. You were born a winner. There's approximately almost a trillion sperm, right? That only one egg. You made it. So you were born a winner. Keep that mindset no matter where you go. You know what I'm saying? Keep that winner mentality. And be original. Always be original. Don't never try to impress nobody, because the right people are gonna come into your life and they're gonna accept you for you. Don't try to be like the flavor of the week or your favorite celebrities, because at the end of the day, we are human. You know what I'm saying? They said don't meet your idols. Me personally, I'll tell anybody. I said this in my song. I can be your mentor, but I can't be your idol. You know what I'm saying? I can't be nobody's idol because I'm not perfect, and I don't want to be the reason for somebody falling because they following behind me. So if y'all can learn from me, cool, that's great. But I don't want you to just put me on this pedestal as if I'm God or something. I'm not. I'm a man. I'm human. I try to be better than I was yesterday. I encourage y'all to do the same. Love yourselves and love one another. You know what I'm saying?
All day, man. All day. Well, it was definitely a pleasure having you up on here. Again, plug yourself, let them know where they can find you and everything you got going on.
Facts. You can find me Instagram, LoganLegacy.1988. Facebook, it's just my name, Cedric Logan. Snapchat, Xavier Logan 88. TikTok, Cedric Logan.6. I'm trying to get my TikTok peoples up too, so make sure you take me out. I do a lot of great content on there. I don't know if they got the song fame, but if y'all want to hear it, just hit me up. I didn't know if you was gonna play it on here.
Let's see what I can.
I wasn't sure. That's why. Give them a little snippet. You ain't gotta even give them the full song. Just give them a little snippet so they can go look for the rest. Just a little snippet.
I got you, bro. Go ahead and do that.
All right. This is just a little sample, y'all. My song "Fame" coming out on the new album 5th. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all like it. Pleasure and the pain. Sacrifice for fortune and the pain. And then the day of day change. God with the A. Fortune and the pain. And when it's all said and done, you can always remember my name. See if they ever suck, you know the name. And I'm got the time. So I gotta shine bright like a diamond. That's Rihanna style.
Hey. All right. Yo, y'all go check out that Fame. Is it on any platforms or anything like that?
No, I'm getting ready to I'm gonna put like the song on YouTube at midnight. So just be on the lookout for it at midnight. Tonight I'm gonna be dropping the single on YouTube. So just be on the lookout for it.
All right, y'all be on the lookout for that single Fame. It'll be on YouTube midnight. Hey,
y'all just got exclusive.
It was definitely nice having you on the show.
Facts. Thank y'all for having me so much.
You enjoy the rest of y'all day. Y'all already know who it is. Y'all on air with King Flow. Y'all tune in at 947 The Link. We out.
Peace.